Hello student, we are discussing here the chapter number 12 of class 5. The name of this chapter is state of matter. Firstly, we will be discuss what are the meaning of the matter, how it is made, what are the composition of the matter, and then we will be discuss the different state of the matter. So we start from here. Yes, matter. So everything which you are seeing in your surrounding. I am repeating again the everything which you are seeing in your surrounding, like the air, like the water, like the wood, like the copy, pen, book, anything, whatever you are seeing in your surrounding, that will be known as the matter. The reason is because they have a mass and they occupy the space. If we call about if we talk about the air has a mass. We all know that. If we fill it in the balloon, so balloon will be just yes, it will be settled down at the bottom because it has a mass. So everything has a mass, everything occupy the space, so everything will be known as the matter. So you have to remember all the living things and all the non-living things. They are made up of the matter. Now, you have to remember every matter is made by the very small particles, and these small particles known as the molecules. And every molecules they are also made by the very tiny particles, and this tiny particle is known as the atom. For example, suppose this is a glass of the water. Okay, so definitely it's a water glass of the water. Definitely it is a filled by the water. So water is a matter, and water is consist by the some small molecules. These are the structure of the molecules, so it is made by the large group of the molecules, and these molecules is made by the small very tiny atoms. So tiny atom means the atom is comparatively very small than the molecules. Atom is very small, molecules is comparatively larger than the atoms, and this is the matter. So everything is made by the molecules, and molecules is made by the atom. Or we can say the group, a large group of the atom will be make the molecules, a group of the molecules will be make the matter. I hope it's clear to you. Now we will be see here. Choose the one odd one out. Or we can say you have to just choose which one is the odd. Milk, juice, wood, soft drink. Definitely, you will be say the wood is the odd one. The reason is milk, juice, and the soft drink they found in the liquid state, but wood is found in the solid state. If you will be see oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and stone, which one is the odd one? So definitely you will be see the stone is the odd one. The reason oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide they are the gas, and stone is the solid. In the third case, stone, water, wood, and cloth. Which one is the odd? Definitely, you will be say the water because the stone, wood, and cloth are the solid. Water is only the liquid. Now, students, we will be discuss here the state of the matters. Every matters we classify them into the three state. And what are those three state? Solid, liquid, and the gas. According to their properties, we classify them into the three groups. Now, firstly, we discuss the solid. Solid, you have to remember they have a fixed shape and the size. What are the meaning of the fixed shapes? They will not be change their shape and the size. If I take the example of the wood, suppose this is a wood block here, and you know that if we will be keep it here, it will not be change its size, it will not change its shape by its own. The reason because its molecules is strongly held, strongly tied together. Their molecules like their atoms is formed in this structure. If you will be see here, there are so many ball is given, so every ball is represent as a one atom. So one atom is strongly bind by the another or just adjacent atoms. जो इसके आसपास के atom है वो इसको strongly bound करके रखते हैं. So it cannot be move anywhere, they cannot be yes move, they have not any space, so that's why they cannot, they have a fixed shape and fixed size. They cannot even vibrate, they cannot even move, so they have a very hard shape. So many example there like the stone, wood, clothes, copy, everything whatever you solid, it is yes it has a this kind of the structures. Now students, the liquid, this is the another state of the matter. Liquid, there are so many substance which present in the liquid states, and they have not fixed shape and the size. If you will be see, we just take here a suppose water here. So water molecules, we know that it can be easily moved. The molecules of the waters can easily move. The reason is because they are held together, they have a kind of the attraction force, but it's not a strong. they are closely, they are not closely packed together. They are a kind of the gap between them. So definitely they are make a attractive force, उनके बीच में attraction force है, but they have a kind of the gap. So due to that they can be move easily, उनके बीच में gap है इसलिए वो move कर सकते हैं और वो strongly bound नहीं है. So this is the property is found in the liquids. I think you are getting. The liquid has a, yes, space and low attractive force. So definitely they can be moved, they can be flow. And there are so many example of the liquid like the milk, water, juice and the soft drinks. These are the example of the liquid. Now third state of the gas, third state of the matter, the gases. Gas, definitely, they have not the fixed shape, they have not the fixed size. The reason is, yes, the gas molecules are move in their own directions. They have a almost negligible attraction force. ये molecules आपस में attract नहीं करते, almost negligible होता है. They just freely move anywhere. They can move anywhere. Okay, so that's why we close it or we put it into the closed containers. So जो gas होती है उसको हम closed containers में ही put करते हैं. The reason is because if we will make any hole or any gap, so they will be escape from there. They have a very high energy, so they just move around themselves. ये आपस में ही इधर उधर मूव करते रहते हैं, टकराते रहते हैं, कोलाइड करते हैं, but they are very high in energy. So definitely they have not the fixed shape and fixed size. I hope you get the meaning of it. Change in state. Now we will be discuss here how a substance, how a matters can change its state. If it is present in the solid form, so can it change in the liquid or the gas? We will be discuss here. So firstly, we will just start the taking an example like the ice. You all know that ice is a solid structure of the waters. It is present in the solid form. If we will be give the heat to the ice, okay, if we will give the heat to ice, then what will be happen? Ice will be convert into the water. Ice will start to melt. So ice is a solid state of the waters. So I can write here, ice has a solid state. When I will be give the heat to them, then what will be happen? It will be convert into the water, and water is a liquid state of the water. Water is a liquid state, so a state is changing. It was in the solid, now it is in the liquid. So we can change the state by giving some heat, by releasing some heat. We will be discuss here. So you have to remember that if we are changing the, yes, if you will be see here, if we are changing the solid into the liquid, that will be known the melting. Just as it is, just I just take the example like the ice I convert into the water. So conversion of the water from the ice, it is a melting process. The reason, because ice is the solid and I convert the ice into the water. So definitely the solid is convert into the liquid substance. So it is a melting process, the changing solid into the liquid. Second, evaporations, the changing liquid into the gas. If a liquid change into the gas, suppose if I take the water and I give the heat to them, what will be happen? This water will be convert into the steams or vapor, we can say that. So definitely, so the vapor or steams, these are the gaseous substances. So we are converting the water into the steams in the vapor. This process is known as the evaporations. So you have to remember, if ice is converting into the water, this process is known the melting process. And if we converting the liquid into the vapor, this process will be known the evaporation. Evaporation means if we convert the liquid into vapor. Similarly, if you will be see the condensation, changing gas into the liquid substance. Suppose if we have a vapor or the water steam, if we want to convert back in the water, so definitely if we reverse this process, or we can say the reverse of the evaporation, that will be known the condensation. Meaning if we want to convert the gas substance into the liquid, that will be known the condensations. And just opposite, if we have a liquid substance and we want to convert into the solid, into the ice, if we have a water, if we want to convert into the ice, then yes, this process is known the freezing. If we are converting the liquid into the solid, that will be known as the freezing point. If I explain you, so you can write in these terms. Suppose this is the ice here, and there I just write the water. and there I just write the steam. So when we go through this process, ice to waters, so this process is known the melting process. When we go through this process, water to steams, water means liquid to vapor, this will be known the evaporation. And just the opposite, when we go through the steam to the water, just opposite of the evaporations, that will be known the condensations. And similarly, if we go to the reverse, from water to the ice, if we are just freezing it, that will be known the freezing process. I hope you get the meaning of it, how we convert, how we understand these four different process. Now, student, we will be discuss the type of the changes. We generally classify the change into the two group. One is the physical change and second one is the chemical change. So you have to remember, when we are talking about the physical change, there are a new substance will not be formed, or we can say it is a change, but new substance will not be the form. Okay, you have to remember change, when something is changing its property, that will be known the change. But if no new substance is formed, then we will call it the physical change. There are so many examples, like the melting of the candle. Suppose this is the candle here, and if it will be melt here, so it will be melted candle. So we know that melted candle will be converted into the candle form, because this is a wax. So definitely the substance is present there. This is also the wax. So original substance was not changed in the candle, it was also made by the wax. Melted candle, it is also a made by the waxes, so we can reconvert it into its original form. So it is a, yes, temporary change. We can it is a reverse process. So definitely you have to remember, it is a physical change which can be convert into its original phase, that will be refer for the physical change. Like glowing of a bulb, we know that bulb will be glowing, then after it will not be glowing if we will cut the electricity wire. So it is a kind of the reversible change. Crumpling of the paper, if we will just take a paper here and we will just crumple और scratch इसको थोड़ा सा मोड़ दो, ठीक है, और उसको हम क्या करेंगे, फिर से हम रिवर्स कर सकते हैं. So this is a kind of physical change. Boiling of the waters, water will be converted into the steams, and we know that steam can be also converted into the water. So this is also a physical change. I hope you get the meaning. And chemical change, you have to remember, in the chemical change, a new substance will be formed and we cannot convert into its original state. This is a permanent change. अगर एक बार हो गया, अब हम उसको reverse नहीं कर सकते. That will be known as the chemical change. Like the frying of the egg. अगर हमने egg को fry कर दिया, definitely we cannot convert the fry egg into the normal egg. Spoiling of the food, rusting of the iron, squeezing orange. If any fruits will be spoiled, then definitely we cannot reconvert into its original state. So these are the example of the chemical change. So many example. अगर खाना खराब हो गया तो हम उस खराब खाने को सही नहीं कर सकते. तो spoiling of food, it is also a kind of chemical change. I think you get the meaning of it. In the next class, we will be discuss the solubility of the substance in the waters.